What's going on, everybody? Welcome to United Stand. I'm gassed. All right. Come on. Listen, I'm truly like over the moon happy. It is crazy, guys. I don't want to say the curse is over, but it looks like we're that whatever kind of judgel that was on our team about semi-finals. It looks like it's going. And even the number 7 shirt. I'm going to leave that to Jay, though. But oh my days! Wait.
The curse is over.
Wait, calm down. Listen. All right, you know what? It's long. I'm just going to go to Jay. Jay, tell me what you thought about it. Bring out the book, bruv.
Hey, tonight, okay. After what I saw in the second half, close the book. First half, every one of us here, guys, were crestfallen. And every one of us, I reckon, were saying the same thing. Get one of McFred off the pitch now. Am I right?
Yeah.
And I think we got to give Solskjaer a bit of credit now, once and for all. He stuck to his guns. He did. Second half to score 5 goals was, for us, guys, unprecedented. So we got it tonight. Okay, I know the goals we conceded were screwed by defending, but that's going to happen again and again and again. And us talking about it is not going to make any difference. Tonight we focus on the very fact that we are now in a Europa League final. Our semi-final hex has finally been broken. And I don't believe for 1 second the likes of Villarreal or that little team down in London that play in red, or they're called Arsenal or whatever, they're not going to hold a candle to us in a final.
Exactly.
So I'm already looking forward to the final in Gdansk. I cannot wait.
All right, cool. So, Flex, welcome to the party. You are very welcome. Good to see you here, mate. As I said, Flex, there's many things to talk about. There's many things to discuss. But I was told I'm just doing my job like postman style. Someone said I should say, ask Flex about Fred. Does he still feel the same? Flex, you can hold on to that and mull over it and think about it because we're still in positivity lane. Anyway, wait, hold on. Jay, you did not mention your man. What's going on?
Oh, pardon me. Incoming. Vale. KG, dejar una bomba por el Matador. 2 goles esta noche y una asistencia. Eres el Cavani. Vamos. El número 7.
I understand the word he just said.
Come on. Again, Jay, for the people that don't understand, all the Manx and all of us, what do you call it? What the hell did you just say?
Just said, drop some bombs for my man, El Hombre, El Matador, the Matador, Edson Cavani, El Número 7, number 7. Very simple.
There you go. Thank you very much. Yeah, so we expected that. We really need that. Zayn Miasi's in the house. What?
What?
I haven't got Zayn Miasi's got his.
Hang on. Is that 90? Is that 100 pounds?
He's been hitting the
£100
drink after the defeat.
Zayn Miasi has got his mum's card and he's gone crazy.
Yeah.
Zayn's mum is going to ground him on bank holiday weekend.
No, he's
having a great weekend.
He is grounded.
You know that Zayn's so drunk he thinks that's £9.
Useless. Zayn's mum just said she's Arteta and he had to get revenge somehow.
No, but he paid that money to tell Jay, listen.
We need to score 6 more often, man. Like, because they're getting.
Okay, listen, Zayn. Clearly, you are the man that's got money. So, if you need a personal trainer online, I'm the guy. I'll train you anytime, man. You got money.
Oh man,
That is mental.
Hey,
100
Jay,
control.
can you do me for free because we're teammates?
It's nonsense. Nonsense.
You know what's funny about that? He did didn't mean to press 999. Anyway, let's go. Wait, Liam Logic Flex. We need to talk about what you're saying regarding Fred the other
Let's
day.
go, Liam.
Not yet.
Let's go.
I'm
All
staying positivity. We're not getting there yet. We're just gonna stay there. We're gonna because there's too much to talk about. There's so many.
Yeah, let's go.
Hold on. Have I read the super chats? Here's another one. Aminor says, guys, I'm shocked to the maze. Pogba and Bruno were awesome. Cavani was superb. I'm concerned about McFred though. Ollie still loves that. Yeah. Here we go. Abjit says, fantastic performance considering we played with 10 men. How bad is that Scottish Fellaini? How in the whatever did he play 90 minutes and then you blame McFred? Wow, he's blaming just one player. There you go. Yep, so I'm gonna go straight over. Do you know what's crazy? At the first half, I was so frustrated, I almost called a new person. I gave Alex a call, he didn't answer the phone. It's probably good that we did.
Is that whose number it was?
The phone.
Because
What, you called Alex?
I thought it was one of my mates. I thought it was one of my mates trolling me, so I'm like, "Fuck them! I'm not picking up."
Just KG.
Do you know what it was? You know when you're so upset, but you need to talk to another United fan just to bring you down.
Why didn't you call me?
He needed the voice of reason, Flex.
Oh yes, half time. What's this? What's going on? What's going on?
What the hell is
What is that?
It's not mine.
Somebody rang me, I cut them off. Honestly, somebody rang me. I'm like, stop calling me, Jesus.
All right, have you got Electric Dreams as your ringtone, Jay?
Yeah, of course I have. Yeah.
Of course you have, yeah.
Have you a problem with that shit?
No, I like that song. It's all right, mate.
Yeah,
You're all
just
right.
as well, man. Just as well.
So I did try to call Alex because you were talking to.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I was on air.
I need to understand because I thought this semi-final hoodoo. Anyway, Alex, as I wanted to hear from you at halftime, and you're messaging me about my family members not playing.
And what did I say about my family member that would come on and happen?
Wait, hold on. Did you see the Aaron Wan-Bissaka assist?
Yeah, true.
I'm taking a piss. Over to you, Alex. The floor's yours.
I said before the game that the only team that left that can beat us in this competition is Manchester United themselves. And at halftime, I was thinking, oh my God, we're actually going to do it again. Because I was thinking, even in the first half, for some reason, everyone was falling all over the place, giving the ball away constantly. But I was like looking at them, like, no offense to Roma, and being like, these lot of shit. If we turn up, if we actually start stringing passes together, if you would have told me at halftime, oh yeah, we're actually going to start stringing passes together and we're going to beat them 6-2, I could have believed you because I feel like they are really nothing special. And if you see their recent results, they've been terrible. We just were like, they got obviously that lucky penalty and then their goal, but they got to 25 minutes and they made 40 passes. But Cavani, honestly, we were talking off the air about that I think that he will end up leaving as a better signing than Zlatan was, because I feel like Zlatan, we were quite one-dimensional with him in the team. But Cavani, I think that is we're seeing now the best regular striker performances that we've seen since RVP. In my opinion, that was absolutely outrageous tonight. The first goal, the finish for that was absolutely immense. And then Bruno, people saying, oh yeah, he can't perform in the big games. Today was the biggest game we've played in God knows how long. Stepped up, was absolutely class.
What he did.
Yeah, Cavani, Bruno, and Pogba, they were all three absolutely out of this world, absolutely world class. All three of them. It's just if you're picking a man of the match, all three of them are absolutely worthy of it. It should just be a triple man of the match because they were all absolutely class.
Insane.
Incredible.
All right, I'm gonna thank you so much, man. Love to hear that. Here we go. Sean Dunn says Bruno was at his best. Bruno was at his best. Pogba was at his best. Cavani rolled back the years. KG, give me an all right. I'm not even gonna give you one of them preset ones. I'm gonna do it live. All right. Hey, hold on, let me, Kev. Can I have an all right? Let's give me a man. All right, bro.
All right.
All right. Wait, hold on. I love that, you know. Wait, I'm too happy. Roggers, who you want in the final? What's that? You will win the who you want in the final. You win the cup. Okay. I'm gonna ask that to Jack when the time comes. Let's keep reading these super chats. Here's another one. We got ourselves into the EL final. Let's secure the Champions League football on Sunday against Liverpool. Glory, glory, Man United. Yep, and don't forget, people, protest on Sunday. We're coming. Vignesh says, hey guys, great win. Attacking masterclass, defensively still suspect. Known this has been brought up earlier, just wanted to dedicate today's road to everyone in India. Yes, so true. Let's win this cup, 100%. It is scanning for a lot right now, especially the COVID numbers and terrible. But yeah, praise to India as well. Let's go. Amnamore says, guys, I've done that one already. Okay, cool. Kev, over to you, mate. What do you think about today? You can talk about a specific goal that you liked. Whatever, bro. The floor's yours.
Well, I'm probably going to echo what Jay and Alex have already said. I think you get to half-time and you look at what's going on and you're expecting change, right? If we're all the manager of Manchester United at that stage, we're like, we need to change this up. And when the players come back out, you are raging. You know, how is Fred still on the pitch? You sat there and you're like, right, well, I'm prepared to give it 5 minutes at least and we'll see how we get on. And can I just say as well, I checked out Twitter before Ollie out was trending again. So at halftime, the Twitter mob had taken to Twitter to say Ollie out. So fair enough.
Is that what happened?
Yes, because it was still trending at halftime. It was that popular of a subject. So we get to this point, halftime. I'm prepared. I'm in. I'm thinking, right, well, it's testament really to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, right? The jury has been out on him. He's been able to make these changes. People call him a PE teacher and that. For me, he has said something at halftime to them players, and them players are playing for him. Under Mourinho, you know, you go as far back as Van Gaal and that, this game would have been dead in the water. We would have lost that. But some of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has said to them players played for him in the second half. And Manchester United, this season has been strange because we seem to only play one half of football. We have to fall behind to actually get a reaction. But by God, did we get a reaction. We go on about this semi-final voodoo thing, Manchester United. You know, some people might say we've got 1 foot in the final, right? We haven't just got 1 foot. We've got the other foot, the other leg, the body, the head, the arm, the other arm. We are in the final, right? Barring the biggest monumental fuck up in European history, we are in this final. I will touch again on points that I think Alex just said. Bruno Fernandes, Paul Pogba, and Edison Cavani they're on a different level to any other player in our team. And that is no disrespect to the likes of Wan-Bissaka, Luke Shaw, who do great things for Manchester United, but they are just a different level. They stepped it up today, and testament just to the whole team. As a performance, that second half, like I said, whatever Solskjaer said, they've gone out, they've done it. The Cavani goal in the second half, right? He made that look very, very easy and very simple. It wasn't because the bounce up and the pass into him, to cushion that and caress it into the top corner at the Stretford end. The only thing that I'm gutted about is that ground wasn't full today. Scoring a goal like that, the Stretford end, you know, just to be able to run up to the Stretford end, hear the song, give it to Eddie Cavani, you know, he deserves that. And that he might never play shine off it.
Funny, if Cavani heard the song, I think he'd stay. Like, I know it sounds crazy, right? But you know, when you come somewhere, you're like, oh my God, these guys love me. Like, why am I? That feeling of shit, I gotta stay. He hasn't experienced the fancy. He doesn't know the level of he still has passion in his celebrations, even though like nobody's there. So that just shows you that if he can link us with him, he'll become a fan. Well, he's a fan favorite already, but literally he'd warm himself to us fans like, oh man, please stay. Anyway, shit, I'm really excited. Hold on, let's go. There you go. Flex, what was your match prediction again? Lol. We can throw Declan Rice into that team, VAR, and we'll be a scary VAR. Will be a scary team. It's very true. Keeping again. There you go. Europa League is hard to lose. Can I get all right, KG? Of course you can. All right. There you go.
Is that a new one?
Nah. Obviously, you got to go back and
You've just trimmed that one up. You've trimmed it up. You thought we wouldn't know.
That was a bit clearer. That one.
No, I was like, that one was in HD. That was like 8K, like everything on there, no auto tune, pure. That was proper.
KG had a bit of spare time on his hands today, I'd say.
Can we take a moment? KG tried to record a whole new one and thought we wouldn't know.
Just slipped it in.
Right.
Oh, no, it's funny.
Wait, hey, you know what's still funny? Saying he actually has to talk to his mum. He's in trouble. Right, that's only popping back to get past the semi. Imagine CB and CDM. Let's hope we can keep Pogba, Cavani, Roma, like Shaw's quality. There you go. Anyway, let's keep it going. We'll keep it going. Ben, yeah.
That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable.
Anyway. All right, cool. Going over to the main man, Mr. Jack. I actually tweeted when De Gea had a mad kick out into De Gea, bro.
Yeah, Jack was there like, yes.
I said the ops are watching. Yeah. What the hell are you doing? Tag Jack. Anyway, Jack, what did you think on today's game, bro? Talk to me.
I've just got to say something that really makes me laugh, like just about this. We're all being positive in that. But what does Donny van der Beek have to do to get any time in this team? I'm just sitting here like, we were 5-2 up with about, when did Mason score the goal? It was like 85 minutes or something. And Van der Beek's just not, that was just a side point because I just found it quite amusing. Like, I feel so sorry for the guy. But in terms of the performance, we're through. We've done it. It's hard to not just to echo the same points that the other guys have made, but I think it just shows. I want to just bring up Edinson Cavani because, yes, the first goal was good that he put in the top corner, but even the goal he scored, like the 2-yard tapping, it's just his eagerness to get in the box and be in them positions. It's something like his awareness and movement in the 18-yard box is unbelievable. And Paul Pogba, again, ran the show. It's hard not to mention them three. But also, I thought Mason, when he came on, he did, like, obviously he scored the goal, but I wanted us to press them a bit more in the first half.
I got to stop you. I got some breaking news, bro. Fabrizio Romano has just tweeted, Man United will do everything they can to keep Edinson Cavani. The board and everyone at the club want Eddie to stay. As they told him in the last meeting, Solskjaer is pushing with the player. Cavani will communicate his decision after speaking with his family. People, the prayers are up right now. Fingers are crossed. We're hoping. Sorry.
This is literally like you said when we need the crowd.
No, it's massive. The crowd would have been massive. But I think what we saw today is that first half, we were all, crestfallen and downhearted. And I think second half, I knew if we could press Roma, if you just restrict them, don't give them a lot of space. So Cavani had that chance just before half-time that he missed. And it was just Roma defensively were all over the shop. Like Chris Smalling, he's playing like a CDM after time. He kept coming out
stinker.
like
Stinker.
The penalty as well. Like he just looked all over the shop.
And Pogba buoyed him off for the first goal. Shrugged him, got too tight, turned him, tried to get it, bonked him again. Just passed round him.
Yeah, I think you look at them free plays, but you look at our attack in general and it's Champions League quality. I'm not just saying it because we're in Europa League, but this team, when it's good, it's really good. And I agree with Alex. I never thought we'd score, 5 goals in the second half, but I could see like having shots at their keeper. The keeper wasn't great. The guy who came on, what's his name, Morante or whatever. But he was. He was pretty poor. But I'm not going to lie, you're sitting there now. Kev's right. We're in the final. Let's just face it. And it's ours to lose. It is ours. Arsenal, Villarreal. It's
Who
It's
do you
ours to
want? Who do you
lose.
want? Someone asked that question in the super chat. I said I'd come back to you. Who do you want in the final? Who would you like?
Who do I want? No, I want Villarreal because I just don't
Yeah,
like playing.
same.
I can't. Arsenal, no.
Yeah,
Don't.
same.
It's
No,
fine.
it's just I can't.
Arsenal would be the easier game. I'd want
No,
Arsenal.
No, but I
you
just
think
don't
so,
like
but
the
look
thought
at
of-
how we play versus them. We're shit
There's
versus
something
them.
about the
game in a
Arsenal
cup
thing.
final.
I just can't do the Arsenal United thing.
We
right?
should wipe the floor with Arsenal.
Right,
Should,
try.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I don't like that. I
It's
don't like that.
It's like when Atletico play Real Madrid, in it. Like there's something how Atletico just don't respect Real Madrid the same way other teams will just lie down.
Well, it was funny though because Mark did say earlier, KG, just to let you know, and you guys as well. Actually, if we do get Arsenal, we've already set up with Robbie. We're doing going to do like a 5-a-side or 6-a-side against them. I already mugged off KG and said that he'll be probably on the bench in our team.
What?
Look at his face, man. He was having the time of his life earlier on.
And Mark said he's in the camp of he doesn't think you're very good as well. Kev, you're gonna be in. Alex, Jay, I don't know if you're gonna come over from Ireland.
Wait, hold on. Are you telling me I don't even get on the plane? You're trying to Wan-Bissaka me.
You have to change nationality, bro. You're not getting in.
Man.
But let's see what happens.
Yeah,
But if we do get Arsenal, that has been something that has been spoken about. That'll be funny.
Flex, you could have chose to do this in private. This is where your management skills are just really, really bad. You know, you don't do it on a live show and knock the man down.
You've just done a Jose Mourinho on 4kg.
No, I haven't. Guys.
He's ruthless, man.
Hold on a second. Hear me out. What do we do here? What do we do here on the United Stand?
I was going to say.
What do we do here on the United Stand? Don't we just report on the news? I've already been on a show where Mark said this would happen and Mark said KG was crap. Go back on the video. He said it.
Wait.
I'm just reporting the news. Don't shoot the news reporter.
KG, I've just got to ask you a question. If you could liken yourself to any player, who would it be?
I have to say that Tevez.
Oh, nah. Alex just typed in the thing. Alex just typed in the group chat, Akin Fenwa.
I was literally going to say Akin Fenwa.
No, seriously.
I didn't want to be too harsh, but I was going to say it last week.
I always get the big African player, bruv. No, fam. I'm the guy here. I'm all over the pitch, guys. I'm always trying to put challenges in. I'll score as well. You'll see. Don't worry. You'll regret this, guys. Anyway.
Can you imagine then you're giving it all this talk and then we do finally see it, it's on camera and you put in like an absolute disaster class. Play the worst game of your life.
He will.
No, you know the killer is there's bare pressure.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
you're going to be through
KG,
one-on-one with the keeper and just absolutely sky it because you'll be thinking about what everyone else will say.
No, he can't sky it because it's in the Power League, so there's got the roof. It's got the
goal.
thing, so
We will hit it up into the net.
You know what? I was always worried if I'd ever my personality would ever get too big for myself. You don't keep me firmly on the ground. All right, cool. Back into the what you call it. Back into the show. Wait. I can't be monster me in like that. Oh shit! I can't even think. Flex.
Listen now on the game. I have to talk about the game actually because listen, big up to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I was so nervous. KG said that's a good thing, and when I'm usually nervous, this is what happens. He was right. I had my reservations about this game, and by half time, I was fuming. I was like, "This is why people were saying don't give a shit about Dzeko, don't care about Mkhitaryan, and those are the players that were having a say on the game directly." And I'm just like, this is going to be typical United. I actually said to Mark at half time, I thought Ole had to make big changes. He had to change one of the two in midfield out of McTominay and Fred. I thought he had to put Pogba in there. I thought he needed to get Rashford back to the left to look something like himself again. Get Mason Greenwood on the pitch on the right-hand side and just balance it up. I just saw the game go in a complete different way. And my God, Ole and the players went, no, not this time. We've got this. And you know what? Obviously, it's not the same level, nowhere near, but the principle of what I'm saying. I saw Manchester City go in at halftime yesterday. And it's almost like Pep went in there and says, right, flip the switch. And don't get me wrong, they went up the gears. I'm not saying that's where we are. But the principle of having that halftime reaction was the same. Because I just loved what we done in that second half. To be fair, the first couple of minutes of the second half, they were nearly in Roma. And I was thinking, this is why we need to make the changes. Come on. And then lo and behold, Paul Pogba today. I said today in the Insta, remember, Alex, you listened, actually. I saw you in the comments. I was saying, listen, he has to have his best players on the pitch. Paul Pogba must be on that pitch. I don't even really care where. He has to play. I was like, can Ollie be brave and put him in the central midfield and then keep the balance of Rashford and Greenwood? That maybe would have been better. But Paul Pogba today was unplayable, unstoppable.
Can I say as
Bruno.
well, Super Chat said, and it is spot on, he did that while fasting for Ramadan as well.
Yeah, brilliant.
And putting that performance.
Spot on. He was unreal today. And you know what? When you see the likes of Bruno, Cavani and Pogba, the real, genuine, world-class players link up, it's a joy to see, but two, it's a reminder that they have to play more often than not, especially when the games count as much as this type of game did. Bruno on the counter-attack today, devastating. Pogba devastating, and Cavani. Listen, I have to do this. I have to hold my hands up and say, listen, you know what? I do think we have to keep him. I will say I do think we have to keep him and gamble on the injuries. I haven't always said that. I've been one of the ones who said, nah, man, this thing's petering out. He doesn't really want to be. He's not fit anyway. Just let him go. No, do not let him go. Because if we do, like we've been saying, we're interested in Kane and stuff like this, but that'll be our whole budget. If we can keep Cavani and fix the other areas, next season could be a good season if we get a centre-back and a centre-mid.
Guys, I'm telling you, this again, someone's just done me in dirty. I'm in the... Google Mark Henry when you get a chance. It's a
what guy is
World's strongest man.
From WWE.
World's strongest man.
Ben is terrible. Herrera used to do their job alone. It's so true. Pogba man of the match today, in my opinion. There you go. We got another one. It's our Delhi guy.
The Delhi guy.
Inside, gentlemen. We literally came in the second half with the mind of a lion. Just look at all the Roma fans back to their pizza shop. Never fear, guys. Delhi guy. Big up, David. Here we go. That's it. If James and Matic were on, it would have been 10-2. Here we go. Hey, G. Love the show, lads. Always make me laugh. Though I think the rest of you boys need a United stand background. Jay's picture's wonky. Jay like the picture.
I think his camera's wonky. It's because his camera's probably not in front. It's not even
I think that's everyone's. Yep. So over to myself. Listen, guys, the goals today were scintillating. We still haven't spoken about the move that Cavani's ball to Greenwood.
What a ball!
Any sense?
Outrageous.
If anyone's gonna cry when Cavani leaves this club, it'll probably be Greenwood. Mason loves him. The fact that Cavani was like, "Go and I'm gonna find you," you know what I mean? It just felt like a sweet moment. He's his mentor, you know. He's literally there mentoring Mason Greenwood, and what a mentor to have. This is a player that we was asking ourselves questions of, was it a one-season wonder? Could he really do it again? You know, they found him out, this, that, and the other. Questions were asked of him. And Southgate's management of Greenwood was absolutely disgusting. Just want to say that, put that on record here so everybody knows. Southgate almost killed that kid's confidence. And this is one of the reasons why Sir Alex always tried to protect his players from international duty at such an early age, because you're bringing him into a world that he probably isn't ready for. Southgate left him out to dry, just left him. Do you know what I mean? But now we're seeing a player that's gathering the confidence, the form is back, and he'll shoot and he knows he'll score. You know, the celebration was beautiful. It's like he just knows. He knows.
Whoa, I'm just quickly looking back at Cavani's first goal. I tell you what.
Does he hit it first time?
It's proper first time top bins, you know. And you know what else I like as well? What shows he's a proper goal scorer? Sorry to cut you off, KG. I'll go straight back to you.
Don't worry.
He doesn't even run off and do the whole thing. He goes, it's 2-2. It's nothing. Go get the fucking ball.
Winner mentality.
Proper. But carry on. Sorry, I was just watching the back there. What a goal. What a goal.
Someone said I Titus, bro. You lot are taking this.
Or Michael Dubry. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad.
That's a Limmy. Shit. That's it. Wait, Cavani was awesome. Then we move on to a player like Bruno Fernandes. Me and Alex have argued many a times. I think you lot have tried to say Shaw is the best. I think this is crazy. What Bruno has done here. Do you know Bruno's never been? He's never been an away team that's lost. He's never
in the Premier League. Yeah,
in the Premier League, he hasn't experienced that. Do you know how mad that is? This player is incredible. We're so lucky to have him. Even the celebration. Did you see a celebration? Come on, like
nothing long. Yeah, I don't turn up in big games. Nothing long.
Chip the keeper, and I chipped the real keeper, not the dead. We need to talk about that fraudulent keeper as well because
he's not a keeper.
He's not.
No, the first one that had to pretend that he's got his shoulder popped out and nothing happened, bro.
And then he went like that. And
tried to get back on the net. And then he was like, I was like, what?
Was it the first keeper or the second keeper where Pogba got booked and he didn't touch him and he went down clutching his face? The second keeper went down clutching his face.
Yeah. He done a son. He done a. No, Luke Chadwick.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Hold tight to Zar TV. Big up. Zar TV said KG equals Luke Chadwick.
Are doing a madness to the internet. Actually, I've been speaking for too long. The one thing I will say is Man United, man. What a team. They made us proud today. The boys did good. Pogba said amazing words about Oli. And actually, I've got a message from the guys from Link Up TV. And they said, listen, it's time for you lot to put some respect on Oli because he knows what he's doing. And then Pogba coming out and saying, listen, Oli came halftime. He spoke to us. He said, listen, I need more. And we are second half FC. Literally, there's a meme with a light switch. And then someone said, that's Man United. And I was like, it's so true. Anyway, we'll leave this moment and we'll move into the things that we might be concerning us. We're going to come to Flex first because the other day, Flex was trying to convince me that Basuma wouldn't be good enough for this team. And Fred, how bad is Fred is what he was kind of saying. Flex, on what you saw today, do you feel the same way? Go ahead.
I feel exactly the same way. Today we saw what Fred does. Like, there's going to be moments where, like I said, he goes to sleep. And there's going to be moments where he intercepts the ball. You know how we get the equalizer? Fred intercepts the ball and plays it to Pogba, and then we're on the attack. Like, it happens equally. Don't get me wrong. He goes to sleep along with many others in that pattern of play that led to us conceding the second goal. But I tweeted before as well, probably because I've got a little bit of a Fred agenda right now with this Basuma thing. I was like, Fred just quietly going about his business. Like he was intercepting. He was doing the right things. He was just doing what Fred does. My thing is this. It's so simple.
Scholes really hurt him today. Scholes said, you don't offer nothing attacking. So defensively, you can't allow for mistakes like that to happen. And
I'm not saying in this whole thing, people are trying to make out like I'm saying Fred is the right way to go. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that what we do as a fan base when we look at other players, sometimes we make up attributes that they have, but we want them to have because it's what's missing. That's madness. Yeah. We make up things, attributes in other players and put them in other players. And to me, I'm just saying, I don't know how much of a upgrade on Fred Basuma will be. Everyone seems to say, most people do, seem to say, are you having a laugh? Basuma is miles clear. You know, Fred can't shoot. Fred can't do this. And I've already said it. It's not hard to understand what I'm saying. I'm saying we need better than both is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Does anyone... actually, I'm going to come to Kevin. Kevin, how do you feel about what you said? He's really been pushing this Fred agenda. What's your thoughts on what Flex has been spouting recently?
There was a stage, I think it was last season, McTominay and Fred, or this McFred shit or whatever it is, where I thought they were actually a good partnership. I thought the longer it goes on, they complement each other quite well. But, if you'd have got me on here at half-time after the first half of today, I would have just let loose, man. And I literally, Fred is dead. I would have said, as a partnership, these two players offer absolutely nothing. I do not understand why he persists with it, why he goes with it. Fred cannot shoot. We know that. How many times does the ball fall to him? I said to my 11-year-old son, I'm sat watching, I was like, that's the last fucking player you want the ball to fall to there, you know, and it's like, anybody else on the pitch, you'd be quietly confident of him hitting the target or something, but it's like, and it's Fred, and then you're like, you know, somebody up in the Stretford end tier 2 or whatever picking the ball out.
Apparently everyone wants Basuma arriving late at the edge of the box because he's clinical.
Oh, let's get over it, man.
But that's what I'm saying. We're making up attributes. We're giving him attributes that he scored 1 goal this year, Basuma, and all of a sudden it's like, yeah, Basuma will be better at the edge of the box finishing off moves.
How many? He probably gets less opportunities than Fred, in it. Like,
it's just mad. It's mad what goes on. All of a sudden, Basuma can shoot, but he scored 1 goal a year. It's not his job.
All right, Fred.
Well, listen,
he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
At the end of the day, we all know at Manchester United at the minute, we've got 2 players occupying 1 position. We all know this. We can all see that. I'd like to think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, to Christ, must know this. You know, you take one of them players out, you get a proper number 6 or a holding midfielder who can play that on his own. It frees somebody else up, and the dynamics of Manchester United's midfield change totally.
100%. Let me quickly read some of these super chats. There we go. Mr. Glenn Johnson says, if Cavani leaves, how can people say we don't need a striker? Do you really want to go into next season with a 19-year-old Greenwood and hit and miss Martial? Our only natural striker, be real. And
yeah, we do. True.
Hold on, let's keep going as well. I think I saw there's loads more. I'm going to come to Jay next as well and ask Jay some questions on Pogba and what you thought. Are you ready to rescind your words? You've said some negative comments. Hold on, we'll come to you in a second. D says, I just passed my final US medical school exam. Wow. Yeah. There you go. Thanks to be a doctor. A massive win.
Doesn't that take like 7 years? Doesn't that take like ages?
No, big up, man. Well done, brother. KG, yeah, I can buy. Yeah. Someone said someone called me Viscera as well. It's mad. Here we go. Pumpkin Seed. Flex is the only person here that can see more than goals. Fred can do a job. McTominay, however,
I'll be good. McTominay,
yeah,
he didn't play well. But he was much improved in the second half, along with everyone else, though. But
Who
again,
do
he
you
had his
guys
flaws.
think is better out of the 2? Because I saw a vote the other day, and McTominay won. It was 70%, but I think Fred's better than McTominay.
I don't know.
McTominay.
And sometimes they have their days. That's got anyway. Let's not even get into it. Here we go. Child says both Pogba and Bruno mentioned Oli in halftime's team talk in their post-match interviews. Love that. We're incredible, but we need to cut the individual errors. 100%. Because
true, very true.
Against super teams, when we want to get back into the Champions League, we can't afford to have those moments. We can't afford to be second half FC. Here you go. T Mine says this is towards the drink along with J and KG. Final bound, everyone. Let's go.
$10. KG would be passed out of $10.
wait.
And Jay would be like, this is a nonsense.
You got to let me get down. I had a soup that day, guys.
Cut the sob story. I had a mushroom soup. Mushroom soup. Get out of here, man.
Okay. Again, 2 things I want to ask you. So I do want to talk about Pogba, and I want to get your opinion. I've actually argued with Flex. He said that Maguire got better on our show recently. So you've been watching the back 4. Have you seen a big improvement from Maguire? What do you want to say about Pogba?
I'll take Pogba first. I gotta give credit where credit is due. Pogba tonight had one of his best games I've seen him play in a Man United shirt. So full credit to you.
But inside,
Alex, I love you, Alex. But I want to see more of it, week in, week out.
No, I agree.
And then, so what about Maguire? You know, we're looking at the back four. We're looking at the back four. You know, organization wise, they had a few good blocks in today. Good header. What are you thinking about his game over the last year? Are you starting to see the leader? And I'm going to throw that out to the rest of the group. Are we really getting Maguire leadership?
No, I personally, I'm not seeing a leader in Harry Maguire. I don't think Harry Maguire could lead a stag party in Bangkok for a start. Tonight, okay, let that one sit with you, okay? Tonight, second goal for me. He played Roma on side. Luke Shaw's club position. Fred went MIA. I don't know what Fred was doing. A lot of the fan base on Twitter were slagging off Lindelof, but Lindelof tracked his man, who got a free run down to the flank. Lindelof tracked him, cut down his space, you know, put in a tackle. The ball came across, and you know, Maguire, for me, I don't feel he leads and marches back four that I would expect from a centre back of his caliber. And I've said it before 1,000 times. If Harry Maguire was not English, he would get pelters in the English media. He has improved marginally since January, yes. And the best I've seen from Harry Maguire is when Swansea or Bailly are playing against him. Now, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, we got to give him props for tonight. Absolutely, yes. Because every one of us would have probably pulled off both Fred and McTominay and brought on a Matic and Donny van de Beek. We probably would have had. But that's beside the point. Maguire and Lindelof as a partnership don't work, point blank. And our manager shall persist with them. And I don't believe we're going to win a title with them next season playing centre back. Plain and simple. So no, Harry Maguire for me is not what I would expect of a so-called top-class centre back. And for me, he's not a leader.
All right. It's been said. Anyone want to respond to that? If you just felt like anything that you just want to get in there, Flex. He's actually coming out and saying this stuff, and you were really defending Harry Maguire the other day.
I think Harry Maguire is kind of growing into the role. If I'm honest, if I'm taking my own situation where I've criticised Harry Maguire, and I've said many times I think Bruno should be the captain. He's the more obvious option. Probably still should be at this point. I understand that. I wouldn't revoke that completely, but I will give the credit where it is due to Harry Maguire in terms of just settling down. I agree with a lot of what Jay has said, though. If it was a different player who didn't cost 80 million, who wasn't an English darling, as they say, like his level of criticism when he was poor would have been way worse if that was a kid we'd bought from Spain, or if it was Lindelof, or if it was Bailly. Do you know what I mean? But so I do think he got an easy ride, and then obviously with what happened in Greece at the beginning of the year, the unity that was around him ended up being good for him because it got him back again. But if it was another player, I think it would have got treated completely differently. I agree with that. But where I have to be honest is that I have to say, like, he's settled down. He's settled down. There was a ball that flashed across the 6-yard box in the first half that he had to get onto, and it's like it happens, and you think, oh, that was good. Oh, well, good clearance, but you don't actually think, no. Very, very good clearance. Like, yes, you're doing your job. You're captain. You cost 80 million. You should do that. But also, we should still say, at a time where he ain't been playing well at the beginning of the season, he's starting to do those things more often. Yes, he was at fault with a few other players in the second goal. He tried to step up. Luke Shaw's too deep. Lindelof was by himself. It's a calamity of errors. But I just want to say that I said it today on Instagram Live. Actually, no, I said it to someone else. And I'm like, it's become a thing where it is popular, or the in thing to kind of Dan James, Harry Maguire, crap, oh yeah. So that if they start coming out of that, what happens is you don't even realize you're doing it. It's actually an unconscious bias. You start being reluctant to give them flowers, even though they're quietly going about his business. And actually, Maguire is like, when the ref was trying to give the handball for the penalty, I'm hearing Maguire over there. He's going his arms. He's there. He's doing it. He is doing it. But if Bruno did that, we'll go, oh, look at Bruno. He's there. He's saying it. Like, we got to try and loosen up a little bit. It is hard. But I think he's not perfect. I don't think he's outstanding a defender. I don't think he's an outstanding defender, but I just think he's much improved within the last 3 months. I think he's steadied.
I think he's someone that, like Jay said about the like lack of leadership or whatever. I think if he had someone, and okay, for 80 million, you shouldn't really need this, but if he had someone holding his hand like a top class centre back, I think he would be a really good partner for someone. And I think exactly to cover up his flaws, so to speak, you need like two, like Rio and Vidic were different sort of players, weren't they? You need people that complement your style. And I feel like if he costs like the same amount as Lindelof and Bailly, then people would respect him more. It simply comes down to the price we paid, which is our idiotic board. That's not his fault.
Yeah,
Alex, that's a brilliant point there, Alex. You know, have we paid say 30-40 million for him?
Yeah,
I think it would be much easier psychologically for Solskjaer to drop him and replace him when he was playing crap before Christmas. Replace him with Bailly or Swansea when they were fit. So for me, Solskjaer, I've said it 1,000 times in the show, and I'm repeating myself again, that's his man, that's his player. He's not going to drop him, irrespective of a string of bad performances or defensive errors or lack of leadership capabilities. Maguire is Solskjaer's man, it's his captain, and that is the rock that Solskjaer would perish on. And I agree with you 100%, Alex. If he had, now a player of that cost shouldn't need someone to hold his hand or need someone to cover up for his lack of speed or his lack of leadership. But he does. But now the fact that Eric Bailly, and I'm a big Eric Bailly fan, has been given a 3-year contract, which I don't believe he should have got. Let's be fair. I don't believe Bailly should have got another contract. I don't believe it for a second. So for me, that says, Ole, we're not getting a centre back. Make do what you have. And that, for me, guys, is going to be a huge problem for us going forward.
So I wanted to get into a conversation. I kind of wanted to have a light debate. It's a light one going forward. I want, if we can do the player ratings and then get into this debate, because I do understand this thing of keeping Cavani. I get it wholeheartedly. I think it's a great idea. Now, I know that getting a Kane is very difficult, but you do see what a world-class striker does. And you, even with defensive deficiencies, a world-class striker can make you a more dangerous team to play against. I know there's we said when Cavani was coming out. How old is Cavani? Cavani's 30 what?
34, I think. I'll do 34.
78.
And I would say
Kev just slightly just said 78, just no one even clocked. I clocked it, Kev. I'm listening.
That's what it was.
With the Cavani thing, Cavani gets injured. Cavani does have an injury a season, like probably 2 or 3. He's known to get injured. So I don't understand why I would say not to bring in a Kane, where Kane is definitely going to be looking for a new club.
Kane gets injured as well every season.
He does. That's what I'm saying. But he's younger. So me personally, I do believe that this is a good enough striker to put into the team, and he will be dangerous and he would help us. You know, I think he makes us.
Don't you think, KG, to bridge the gap? Don't you think to bridge the gap, especially with what we need now? Imagine we've proved we can score goals.
Yeah.
Even with Cavani here, and he's missed what he's missed, and he probably will do that again, and hopefully a little bit better. But imagine we sorted out the midfield with 130 odd million. You sorted the midfield. You got another right winger, let's say, maybe, because I don't know if they're going to get a centre half now. They kept Bailly, we'll see. But imagine they heavily invested into midfield / centre back / right wing and kept Cavani. Wouldn't that help to bridge the gap?
That would
further?
be cool. That would be really good. But what you want to do, you want that a bit of longevity. So my thing with it is, there was a picture they took today, and it had Pogba, Cavani, and Bruno in it. And you looked at the picture, and it was like, that's world class.
Elite,
That's elite. And what you don't want to do is go into the market, as you say, pick up a Basuma and this person, or all these players for like 30 mil here and there, or 20 mil, and they're not good enough. End up with like 7 Schneiderlins. You don't want to do that. If you can go out and get, because Cavani is quality.
So all the budget. So that would be all the budget, you're saying. So you're happy to spend all the budget on that?
No, but then I think if that's the main piece of the budget, and we can raise the rest of the money from selling the Phil Joneses, the Lingard to this world, and then supplement the team like that, why not? There's still going to be players to be sold. I said Romero. We haven't even got the fee for Romero. I just think that if Cavani's going to leave, we should be preparing ourselves for the future. You know.
But the problem is they don't know if he is or not right now.
No, but
they literally don't know yet.
By the way, he's probably going to give us one more year. You know, he's not.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to stay. We'll be in this position at the end of the season, and we don't know if, let's say, like the Tottenham player is going to feel the same way. You know, so while things are feeling like this, I think it's great for a club like Man United to say, "Hey guys, we need a quality striker who's available on the market. Can we get him? I think he'd be good." I know this is my opinion.
What are you saying, Jack?
No, that's the thing. I think Kane is actively looking for a move. I think he's actively looking for a move. But I just want to say, and we've all watched Champions League this week, and I've heard Mark talk about it on his shows, but it's all about the CDMs, the big, like Chelsea and City at the moment are built off of that CDM. You know, they've got Jorginho, Kante,
they control the games.
They control the midfield. Once you've got the midfield engine room sorted, I would much rather go out, KG, and use the 120 mil on getting defensive midfield partners, because McFred doesn't work. We know that. But if you've got a solid foundation in midfield, we didn't have Cavani back end of last season. And after lockdown, Martial, Rashford and Greenwood were unstoppable. We were incredible with them and Bruno in behind. I'm not saying Martial's going to come back, and I do totally agree. If Cavani was to leave in the summer, I do think we're a massive position short. But I agree with Flex. I think the CDM, the base of the team, the engine room, you see it with Chelsea, just watching Chelsea midweek and watching City last night with Gundogan and Rodri, and they've got obviously De Bruyne in there. But if we just had that, I think it would make our team. I know we talk about the centre backs, but I think the CDM, again, I'm going to stress it again. I've said it on so many shows. That's the position we ultimately need. And KG, I want to ask you this. Do you think going out and spending 125 million on Kane straight up, if he was to become available, but we couldn't sign anyone else, KG?
I'd do it.
You do it.
I would as well.
You know, the reason why I do it is, like, again, that level of putting the ball in the back of the net is not easy. You know, it's probably one of the hardest.
No, granted.
You guarantee goals. Yeah.
Cavani gives us it though.
No, but I'm saying that if he's talking, he really wants to go home. Is the thing, and I'm thinking, well, as you talk about us and building for the future, we don't know. A lot of things have happened in football where you can miss out on certain things or certain players. Yeah.
Drop a bomb for that one, KG. Drop a bomb for that one.
Someone's gonna buy him, but again, I'm talking a lot. I'd love to hear from Jay. I'd love to hear from Kev. The rest of the guys on here. The one thing I will say though is that we've been looking for a real number 9 for a very long time, and we finally have one. We've had a lot of draws. We've even 7 draws in the league this season. We do need a striker. You know, we can be resolute, but that scoring is key. So anyway, Jay, over to you. What's your thoughts on this debate?
Okay, obviously, I'd love to keep Cavani, so that's a given. Personally, I believe the spin and PR coming out now about being linked to Harry Kane and Haaland, I believe it's just club propaganda.
Yeah.
That I believe a lot of our sheep fans will just like and click and share and buy into it. That's what I believe, guys. I don't believe we are going to get a Haaland or a Kane. And I also don't believe for 1 second that we're going to spend 120 million in the market. So I'm going to park all that aside. So hypothetically speaking, if we did have 120 to spend or 130, I certainly wouldn't be spending on Haaland or Kane. Haaland, within 2 years, Riola would be, touting his wares across Europe again. He'll be gone, and we're going to buy a problem. Kane is 28. He gets at least 1 injury per season. Kane, for me, is world class. But you know who I would go for if we had to buy a striker? I'd go for Calvert-Lewin at Everton.
They want 80 mil, though. They want 80 mil.
Yeah, he'd cost a bomb.
Yeah, I know, but personally, I'd go for Calvert-Lewin.
What, and have him as a main striker and make him the guy?
If we couldn't,
be levels above him in 2 years.
If we couldn't keep Cavani, I would have Calvert-Lewin there personally. That's my own personal belief, right? But we're missing a key trick here, guys. No matter who we sign as a striker, Anthony Martial will get his nose at a joint for the 3rd time. He did it when Zlatan came in, and he did it when Cavani came in. Martial sees himself as an out-and-out striker for us. And who knows, Martial could come back next season and play who played last season. We don't know yet. And we all hope as fans that he does.
We are. Do you know what, Jay? That's a good point. We're kind of. It's almost like because he's out of mind a bit. We are literally completely planning without Martial. Is there a little thing going on here? Are we saying that now? Are we saying, well, we need to move on? Are we saying that,
guys?
Well, look, what I'm saying is, a lot's been made of the fact that no matter what striker we play up top for us, we don't create enough chances. Well, tonight, guys, we created chances against a team who have conceded 33 goals this season in the Italian First Division, Roma. We created chances tonight and we put them to the sword. We don't create enough chances week in, week out. So I don't believe sticking a Harry Kane in there for us next season would make us into title contenders. I would love us to get to Jadon Sancho. Because KG, you've said it many times in the show, how much better would Wan-Bissaka be if he had a regular partner week in, week out on that right-hand side? That's where we are dead.
Once again, you saw it today. Like, Aaron Wan-Bissaka had to form a brand new relationship with Rashford.
Again.
It still is. That was probably one of the worst performances I've seen from Rashford in a United shirt. He just
doesn't look right, does he? It doesn't look right now, man.
It's playing on the right. It's operating on the right. I think
it's an injury. He said, like Ollie said the other day, he couldn't even put his boot on to go training, and then he still starts him and plays him for like 70 minutes. It's ridiculous at this point.
Yeah, and I saw on Twitter in the first half a lot of people slagging off Rashford. You clearly don't understand football. The man is playing injured, for better or for worse. And I hope Marcus doesn't shorten his career by playing through these injuries. So for me tonight, Marcus shouldn't have started. It should be Mason playing out on the right, for me. And then maybe play Marcus against Liverpool, maybe. But Marcus is going to go off now, and he's going to play in the European Championships.
Exactly.
And then he's going to get his operation, which means we could be without Marcus for the first month or 6 weeks of the new season. So back to the question you asked me, KG, I'm sorry if we went around the track there. I think right now, right winger, CDM, it's the obvious two, because we're not going to get a centre back. I don't believe for a second we will. And that's also, guys, that we have to, park the media spin by the club, because obviously now they want to pitch us a good news story to cover over the protest last Saturday, the protest today. And that's what they're doing. And there's millions of fans that literally cannot see the wood from the trees that will believe the PR spin.
They need to.
And you know that.
They need to. So we say, I'll pass it over to you in a sec, Kev. Okay. Let's quickly do, here you go. Mr. Glenn Johnson says, Martial should be fighting with Rashford for the left, inside forward position. Martial isn't a number 9. Stop forcing a square peg into a round hole. Wicked, cool comment. And here you go. I'm Jemba by AJ. Anyone else?
I think I'm just Jemba.
Someone said Danny Ings. No.
Next.
So moving on, just before I come to before we go to Kev, lost it. The point's gone. That's it. The petition, everybody. Sign the petition. Please, like, we're so close for them to, the MPs have to talk about it. After you get over 100, was it 100,000?
100K.
100K, they have to discuss it. This is what I'm talking about. This is the clever strategy if you're looking for change. Yes, it's a drop in the ocean, but we're doing something. A lot of fans have said, we're not going to we're not going to buy the merch. It hurts me. I love a Man United shirt. I won't be buying the merch. You know what I mean? These are little things that we do. As Jay says, I know that no one's coming. I know no one's coming. That's why I'm coming with the energy on Sunday. If you're in Manchester on Sunday, come down, support us, bring your voices, green on God until it's sold. Anyway, Kev, over to you, bro.
I was just going to say on Jay's comment there, I think he coined the phrase, play him until he breaks, about Eric Bailly. He's just on about Marcus Rashford then. But can I just say very quickly, I am really scared because Jay's much bigger than me, and I'm just glad this is over cameras and he's in Ireland and I'm in England. Just play him until he breaks,
Breaks. Yeah. Oh man. Wait, hold on. Shit. We should do man in the match. Let's all choose a man in the match.
Yeah, we haven't got time to do player ratings. Just do man of the match. I'm going to go with, boy, when you look at Bruno's contribution, it was unreal. Pogba's freedom he was playing with today was untouchable. I'm going to be a bit different, and I'm going to give it to Pogba. It kind of should be Cavani, but I'm just going to go with Pogba because I was so, maybe it's a personal thing, but I was so adamant before the game where I'm saying, Ollie, do not mess this up by trying to put Pogba on the bench and he has to start the game. I just had a feeling that, I just knew that he was going to do the business. Not to this level, but I just thought he has to be on the pitch playing with the likes of Cavani and Bruno, and we just linked up. So for me, I'm gonna go Pogba.
All right, cool. Let's go to Jack. Jack, who's your man of the match today and why?
One word, Cavani. That's it. It's no one else. I think I know Bruno and Pogba had telling contributions, but I just think Cavani's movement and the 2 goals, even as I say, the second goal where it was just a tap in, just his movement in the area, world class player. And I know Jay is a huge fan, and I really hope he stays. Just one more point. I'd love to next season, as Kev said before, just sit there and just watch Cavani score, doing his arrow celebration in front of the Old Trafford faithful. It would be absolutely amazing.
Oh, there you go. Kev, who's your man of the match and why?
Oh, simple, mate. Give it to Eddie Cavani. Pass him the ball and watch him score all the goals.
Love it.
And why? Listen, the goals were, one was what you call a tap-in. You have to be there at the right time. The Van Persie-esque guiding into the top corner, not easy to do, made it look simple, absolutely beautiful. The setup for Greenwood's goal, I don't even think we spoke about the pass for Fernandez's goal. I thought that was Cantona-esque, the way he sort of outside of the foot played him in. Different level, mate. Different level. Would love to see him at Old Trafford again next season. But like you said, KG, I think that breaking news, that family reasons things gets me and it tugs at the heartstrings. We can all sit here as United fans and say, well, why would you not want to play for United? You want to play for
exactly.
Any of us that are fathers or whatever know, if the family aren't happy, you're not going to be happy in your job, and it's a job to him. But hopefully, fingers crossed, everything's crossed, man. But yeah, Cavani.
Wicked, man. I'm going to go to Jay. Jay, who's yours? And then we got to finish with Alex.
Kevin said everything I could possibly say about Cavani. So I just want to say one thing about the petition, guys. Right now, it's up at 93,540. Now, we get an average watching this show of 100,000 people every show, guaranteed. So I can't understand how that petition hasn't got 500,000 people signing up by now. Yeah. It takes 1 minute of your time. I know you don't have to be in the UK. I signed it 4 times from Ireland, so do most of my mates. So anywhere you are in the world, get on your phone now and sign it right now tonight. Tomorrow morning I wake up, I want to see 200,000 people tomorrow morning at that petition. Do it now.
Pick up.
There you go. He's spoken, man. Listen, last man, because you can't just tweet Ollie out by not signing a petition. It's a bit crazy still. Again. There you go. Alex, bring us home. Who's
has to be like everyone else, Cavani. It was, I think, the best United striker's performance since the RVP days. And if he does leave, which please God he doesn't, there's literally only 3 players in the world I think you can replace him with, which is Kane, Haaland, or Lewandowski, which would all be really hard to get.
Wow.
It's true though. Who you're going to get apart from them 3 that would be anywhere close to him? It's been such a good signing, and yeah, I just pray he stays.
That's it. Listen, people, Flex, take us out, man.
Yeah, lad. Big up. 6-2. I got sat down on my little stool. I was nervous. I was worried. I questioned Ollie at halftime. The players stood up. They said, no, not today. We are not having this. We're putting this tie to bed. They were ruthless. Roll on Sunday. Obviously, like you said, we'll be at the protest. But also, there's a big game against Liverpool. And you know what? I'm saying play the strongest team against them and then rest everyone for Thursday. Yeah. Let's not let Liverpool off the hook here. These guys want Champions League football. Let's make sure they don't get it and put the final nail in their coffin as well. So and we're due a win against Liverpool as well. I want to really beat them. I really want to beat them. So go strong again, Ollie. And big up, people. We will see you on the weekend as well for that game. So we are out of